and welcome back to another Tales of Tribute game. Playing in Slutty Bardfast 42. Nice reference to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy there. Opponent going first, picking crows. Let's go Alessia and let's try a bit of Almalexia today. I assume my opponent's picking Reach because why else would you pick crows if not to pick Reach? But no, instead he picks Druid King. So interesting game right now. Crows with a bunch of Almalexia and Alessia. Interesting options are available. So first pick, probably Toll of Silver. And I would follow with Bardic Veneration into Treasury to help with my economy a bit. I have 6 gold available and I think this is the best use of my resources, so let's start out with that. Doesn't reveal anything interesting. I don't like Whisk Collar Totem very much. I mean, it's theoretically capable of producing a lot of gold, but you need something to spend the gold on, and that is not always the case with Druid King. It's no Hlalu luxury exports, that's for sure. Revealing a Plunder, so I am quite eager to get that before my opponent does. I think starting to use Alessia here to put a little bit of pressure is reasonable. Opponent has picked up a Saint's Wrath, perhaps in anticipation that I'm going to go Agents in the future. Let's see if my opponent is lucky or not. He could get a Toll of Silver and get lucky and get the Plunder. Not very likely, but it's still theoretically possible. Instead, he just uses Alessia back against me. Nothing too interesting there. Probably should kill my Agent, Rebel, otherwise it will generate value for me down the road. I do have enough of Plunder this turn, so that's almost certainly the pick for me. The rest of the cards in the Tavern are bad. I don't think using Alessia is very good. He used Saint's Wrath. I don't know about Saint's Wrath, like, I'm not sure what the point of that was. But, yeah, just donate one, just to cycle through our deck a little bit faster. Plunder is the pick here, no questions about it. I got 1 Crow card, he got 1 Crow card. So it's time to see what's next. Temple Arbiter is reasonable. Maybe less reasonable because he has Saint's Wrath, but I still think it's an annoying agent that generates 2 gold. It's gotta be killed, and my opponent picks it up, so unfortunately I don't get to get it. I do get to pick up a Forest Wraith, so I'm quite happy about that. Let's pick that one up. Very tough, annoying to kill agent. He did pick up the early Saint's Wrath, so that will give him a bit of a bonus. Unfortunately, yeah, we don't get to pick up that Pool of Shadow, which my opponent would really want for sure. If he's lucky and picks up the Saint's Wrath, then he's good. If he's not, then I'm gonna get a little bit more value off our Forest Wraith. So it's and he was lucky. He picked up his Saint's Wrath early. Bit unfortunate, and he's gonna pick up that Pool of Shadows. So now I think we're a little bit behind because he has 3 Crow cards. But we do pick up Lesson of IM, which would combo well with our Almalexia card. We do need to pick that up. This was a mistake. I should have saved 1 gold to discard for the Almalexia power. Maybe I get rid of his Temple Arbiter next turn. That's a big mistake on my part and quite foolish of me. Bit of an error there that I should not have done. Anyway, he plays Alessia, shuffles 1 more into his deck. I don't think that's that great. I don't think 1 more Alessia agent is going to change the battle, but let's see how that goes. Bardic Veneration, and we're just going to start drawing a couple of cards and seeing where we go from there. We want to pick up Priestess of the 8. Let's toss away that Peck. We don't need that. We want to pick up the Priestess of the 8 first. Then we use our Plunder. Then we see if we draw anything interesting. Like a Priestess. No, not a Priestess. That's alright. Work on our economy a little bit more. So, so far this game, not much power generation, not much agents going on. It's a lot of gold generation. I'm focusing more on making my deck more efficient. I picked up a lot of tossing and donating cards. So if I ever pick up any Philanthropy, my deck will become really good. So that's pretty much what I'm looking for right now, Philanthropy. My opponent's going more crow heavy. He's just looking to pick up more crows essentially. And a couple of he has like a Saint's Wrath as a backup in case I make too many agents. The Saint's Wrath is, I'll admit, quite annoying. But so far remains to be seen how effective it will be this game. Picks up an Elite Quartermaster just for the draw. Picks up that one, which I disagree with. That one is whatever it is. Don't like it. Don't like it very much. But we do manage to pick up our Philanthropy this turn, and that's pretty much what I'm gonna go for. Other problem here is that I'm scared of his agents. Although picking up that imprisonment might have been excessive. I think what I should have done instead is I used buy the Philanthropy up. Let's not let the crows. I should have bought the Philanthropy, then used the Crow power to kill his at least some of his agents. I think that's a reasonable use of the Crow power early game. It does put me off being able to use Crow power late game, but to pick up that Philanthropy, that is so key to my deck right now. I have quite a few tossing cards. Almalexia is in the game. We have one of those tossing cards there. So yeah, we really want to pick up the Philanthropy. My opponent picks it up, reveals a Toll of Flesh. Let's see if he can get it. If he and he's lucky, he managed to get both. So yeah, 2 more good cards go into his deck. These cards are not as good, unfortunately. But let's see where we go from here. Let's try Legend of EM, see if we can draw anything good. Yep, that one will let us draw an extra card, so let's start with that. Plunder first, and let's see if Bardic Veneration gets us anything good. We don't need that Rid of Coin, not too useful. We still have a Priestess of 8 at backup in case we need to throw away anything bad. Yeah, I really ought to have picked up the Philanthropy. That would make my deck so much better. It's quite key. Getting him 1 more agent turn is okay. Anyway, we are stuck with 2 choices, either Fire Song or Stone Lore. We do have a couple of agents already. I guess that one's... it's okay, it's not amazing. Basically, the purpose of it is essentially to... whenever an agent dies, I get 1 prestige. So against Saint's Wrath, it might be good. If I have a bunch of agents on the field, he's Saint's Wrath, I still get lots of prestige from that. Still not the greatest, I'm not super happy. And also, I don't manage to kill the Soldier of the Empire. I could have, but I'd rather use Treasury. This is a very iffy turn. I don't like giving him the free Soldier of the Empire use. It is worth it is worth at least 1 power, which he got. No, actually, he's worth more than that. He got the power from the Crow card, so he still has an extra power. He can kill all my agents if he wants to, and then my next turn is like, it's not great. Like, you look at this is like 5 gold, whatever. Who cares? Interestingly enough, he uses Druid King to shuffle. That is quite interesting because then he can't kill my agents. He's like giving me free value right now. Picks up Almsevi's Charity, that's the correct pick, and lets me have these other things, which are... I mean, these other guys are not great. I'll be honest, these guys are not the best ever. And so far we also don't have much power generation. I really would like to see some power generation. Oh, we do have 1 more Priestess of the 8, so that essentially lets us shuffle through our deck a lot, like quite a significant amount. So let's see what we do there. And also generates us incidental prestige. Picking up that Mournhold Clergy will be useful later. Something that I am interested in picking up, so that's something to note. We do need to kill Soldier of Empire. I'm checking his deck to see what kind of combos he got. He actually possibly has 1 combo because he did pick up that Philanthropy. Nevertheless, I'm not sure I should have borrowed that one away, because I think it's way better for my deck than it is for his. If he buys that, it's just gonna stay on the field and be kind of maybe annoying, but it's not gonna generate nearly as much as prestige as my deck. My deck generates an insane amount of prestige just by having it on the field, and we still have the 1 use of the Crow power, so we can still kill it if it becomes too annoying. But yeah, my opponent's deck is going pretty well right now. He picked up at least one Almsevi's Charity or whatever that brings a Crow back from his graveyard to his hand. Saint's Wrath also lets him stack his deck a bit better. He doesn't use Saint's Wrath now, which is interesting. He leaves all my agents on the field, like they're all sitting there being annoying. If I get 1 more use of these agents, it's gonna generate a lot of value. Right now, I'm probably just gonna pick up Lesson of IM. It's just a draw. It's basically 4 mana draw card and toss bad cards away. Like, what's not to like about that? That one's perfectly reasonable to pick up. Shuffling Chainbreaker into his deck. I'm not so sure about that. He leaves all my agents alive, so that's very interesting. Pick up Lesson of IM first, probably. Plunder as well. And we can start to generate a little bit of power. And use a Soldier. I don't know. There's a lot of things we can do right now. But we do need to pick up Lesson of IM before we shuffle our deck, just because there's a small chance that we may draw it later on. Temple Arbiter is also not bad. The Confine can be good, can be annoying. My deck is so heavily into Almalexia that I think it's not unreasonable. But anyway, let's draw a card. We got our Lesson of IM. Let's see what we get. More donating. So let's draw more cards, more donating, more fun. A lot of interesting things going on right now. Basically, I feel like we can draw through my entire deck at this stage because of the amount of donate and whatever effects that we have. We can play our collection plate. Do I want to do that? I mean, that does kill his guy, which is kind of annoying. I don't know. I should have played collection plate. I feel like I should have played collection plate there. And maybe the order was wrong. I should have bought that and then yeah, the order was a bit iffy there. But and he's gonna draw his Saint's Wrath eventually. In fact, he is definitely gonna draw it this turn because he has the Almsevi's Charity or whatever the stuff that brings. He has it, so he can bring back the Saint's Wrath very easily, kill all my guys. He doesn't choose to do that. He in fact chooses to bring the Crow back, which is also fine. Like, he get a massive Crow combo that will also kill all my guys probably eventually. He also gets a Philanthropy off. That's gonna be quite nasty if he has more donate. 1 more donate with a collection plate, so that's another 2 power there. Pretty annoying. So yeah, my opponent revealed way more Crow cards than I did. His deck is running very well based on Crows. My deck still is. I still have hope for my deck because it's still very efficient. Like it has so many donate and tossing and draw cards that I can quite easily draw my whole deck in one turn. And that if you can draw your whole deck in one turn, it's very hard to beat. But my opponent is drawing a lot of good cards too, and he is also maybe not on the level of drawing his whole deck in one turn, but still pretty close to doing quite well. And he starts using Almalexia back against me, which is quite smart of him. I think Almalexia, that incidental use of that can be very, very devastating and very, very annoying to deal with. I'm deciding whether I want to buy Stonelaw Roxier or the Firesong Haruspex. I got a lot of agents, so Stonelaw Roxier could be generating me a lot of power. Firesong Haruspex is good just because it's the fact that it stays on the battlefield means that all my agents that die, or any agents that I buy, I get 1 prestige, which is just very incidental value. But still considering it. I already have 1 Firesong Haruspex. The question is, do I want a second one or versus a Stonelaw Roxier? Other than that, we don't really have very much. Like all our cards seem to be at the top, so yeah, it's a bit iffy. Let's use our Almalexia. Let's not forget to do that. And let's get rid of probably the Crow. Yeah, I don't want him to get a Crow combo going, so we leave him the Temple Arbiter. That's pretty okay. Stonelaw Roxier does generate 1 power, which affects the board, whereas Firesong does not. So I think Stonelaw Roxier is also okay to pick up. I'm actually not sure which is the correct pick here. I don't think it's Imprisonment. That one doesn't do anything, so yeah, don't pick Imprisonment here. It's either one of those two. I mean, like, does it actually make my deck better? I am not 100% sure either of these cards make my deck better. It's just slightly more annoying, and you know, if you are drawing your deck your whole turn, you might as well just play all these agents too, right? So that was my thought process going in. Not entirely sure that's correct. Priestess the 8, we're gonna pick that up again for sure if we can afford that. That is something that I'm looking forward to, because that's excellent. Saint Seraph to stack his deck, so he's gonna stack his deck full of crows, and presumably he's gonna have a very good crow turn next turn. So we hopefully we get something good this turn to equalize that. He's still shuffling more Chainbreakers into his deck, which I disagree with. Like, Chainbreakers just make his deck worse. Like, I don't see how it is in any way useful. Anyway, let's go start donating. Let's draw into our agents. Let's see some cool stuff. That is nice, I guess. You can donate some things away. Let's start with our Almalexia donate first. Nope, not really. These are not that great. Stonelaw is good. That's going to generate a lot of power. So let's see where that goes. Yeah, okay. Stonelaw first. Every time I use an agent, I get 1 gold. So that's nice. And let's donate 1 more thing and see what we get. Okay. That was quite a bit of prestige, or quite a bit of stuff we got there in 1 turn, and we got 8 gold. It's either Imprisonment or Priestess. Let's pick up another Priestess. That helps with our Firesong Haruspex. We can Black Sacrament away that. That's fine. Saves us a bit of, saves us the Almalexia use, the Alessia use in the future. Basically, that is also another emergency button. If you have agents you have to deal with and you really need 2 power, you can spend 3 gold to get the 2 power. Temple Arbiter. He may start to imprison my stuff. He gets a Crow combo going, which is unfortunate. Like I'm still looking for Crow cards. All the cards I'm buying, 0 Crow cards have shown up, which is really unfortunate because Crows would go very well with this deck, as it turns out, because Crows draw cards. We're getting a bit of agent power with our little bit of agent value. Like that thing gave us 2 gold, 1 prestige for the Firesong Haruspex. The Firesong Haruspex now has to die. He can kill our agents though now, so the fun time's over. And our entire hand is full of theoretically good cards, so I can't really, my donate becomes less powerful, and I can see I'm drawing all writs of coin and writs and treasuries next turn, so it's time to donate some of these things away, basically. Oh, he does reveal a Crow card, finally. That's what I'm looking for. That's exactly what I'm looking for. 1 more Crow card to add to this collection. That'll bring my total up to 3. Yeah, that'll definitely be something I'm looking forward to. The question is what to donate away. Probably that's the least good card, but it's also not the greatest to donate away. But yeah, collection plate lets us draw an extra card and donate 1 thing away, or not. Actually, for some reason I thought Lessons of Ayam will let you draw an extra card or something like that, but I guess I was mistaken. Anyway, picking up Tola Silver, that one's 100% correct. We want to kill his agents. I think the Chainbreaker is slightly more annoying. We can actually go for Hand of Almalexia, and then he's forced to kill it as well. Or we can use the Alessia power plus Chainbreaker. I think that's also okay. Like Chainbreaker, then we can use the Alessia power to... Okay, that's a bit... I'm not sure this sequence was correct. Like, it's not a very efficient use of my goal. I could have used the Alessia power back against him and kill his Chainbreaker. Like, giving him a Chainbreaker Sergeant activation is quite nasty. It's a free 3 gold or 2 power, and he's gonna be able to afford a lot of stuff with that. So that's not something not something that I'm too eager to let him get away with. And he's gonna start drawing a bunch of cards, donating stuff, donating all the bad cards away. Not sure what he's donating, but something that drew a card. No, he's still donating. He's still donating. He's got the philanthropy running essentially, so that gives him power every time he donates a card away. So yeah, that was a very good turn for him. Picks that up, lets him oh, another crow card. That's what I'm looking for. Couldn't find some of my guys. Kind of annoying. 8 power. Yeah, he has caught up to me in prestige at this point. And yeah, the crows are not easy to deal with. And he has a bunch of stuff. He has a bunch of Mother's Mercy or whatever coming out next. And the Mother's Mercy will bring his crows back, which lets him play him again. So yeah, Mother's Mercy and crows, very good combo. Game is still pretty even though. I still feel like I have a hope. I just need to reveal some good cards from the tavern. These do not count as good cards, unfortunately. These are not very good cards. This I can't let him get the Pilfer. So I think I have to buy the Pilfer. That's like draw 2 for him. That's like insane. It's still good for me. It's also a draw 2 for me, but yeah. Kill the Chainbreaker, leave him with the hand and the Alessian Rebel. That one, those are not gonna do too much pain. Like I should be able to kill them with any use of the Actually, interestingly enough, I revealed 2 tithes and actually I'm quite close to losing to patrons right now. Like, yeah, I mean that's not good. That's pretty scary. I hope my opponent doesn't see that. Otherwise, he could probably just win right now by using the Almalexia power, donating a card, then buy tithe, then use a crow power, and that leads him to victory. So that is not something that that I want to happen. So that was a misplay on my part. Didn't see that, unfortunately. Should have been more careful. I mean, one of the tithes was already on the field, so yeah, this is a big misplay on my part. I think I only just saw this now, and now I need to start to figure out a way to buy the tithes and prevent him from getting victory over me with patrons. So yeah, that's this. I mean, I'm dead to rights here. He could have easily killed me, but he didn't. So thanks for not killing me. And he kills both my agents in the correct order, mind you. Sometimes people don't kill things in the correct order and give me free value, so in this case, not so great. We don't want to toss away that, but I think tossing away the gold is reasonable. And my opponent gives up. You know, I think my opponent might have either realized that he could have won with patrons, and he just gave up because he was annoyed that he lost, or he had to run off and do something really fast. This was a premature concession. Yeah, and a bit of a strange game. Anyway, I had lost that game, but I didn't deserve this win. But whatever, a win's a win. Anyway, thanks for watching.